everyone, welcome to Chamundeshwari competitive classes. In the last video, we are discussing regarding RBI history. So, these all are the parts of the concept called Indian banking history. This Indian banking history is also called by the name banking milestones. Okay, so after RBI history, the most important another history of one bank is SBI history. Okay, so in this today's class we discuss regarding that SBI history. Okay, but before understanding SBI history, we need to understand about six terms meanings. Okay, what are those terms? Why these meanings are important while understanding SBI? Not only in SBI, these terms will be useful for understanding many concepts in future. Okay, so let us understanding regarding those terms. The first three are one thing, that is what? Amalgamation, merger, absorption. So these are the first three terms we will see not only in SBI but also in entire banking, in entire economy, anywhere while reading current affairs, etc. So let us understand the difference between these three. But if you see in newspapers, what will happen means we will see this term in the common sense. Means but every term will be used by this term itself. Okay, so let us understand what is the meanings of these three terms so that we can in detailedly understand about this. So first term is amalgamation. What is the meaning of amalgamation? Company A is there and company B is there. Company A is there and company B is there. Now these both companies are combining. And forming a new company called company C. Company A is there, company B is there. These both companies are combining and forming a new company. The company name is C. Okay, this type is called as amalgamation. Then what is the meaning of merger? Company A is there and company B is there. Now these both are combining and forming a company called AB company. Company name is AB company. Both are combining and forming a combined company, AB company. Here both are combined and formed a new company, company C. So if it is a both companies name, then it is called by merger. If it is a new company name, then it will be called by amalgamation. Then what is the meaning of absorption? By the term itself, we will see the meaning of it. See, we will generally use the term sponge absorbs water. Means once sponge absorbed water, there will be no existence of water, only sponge is visible here. Like that, when company A is there and company B is there, A absorbed B means they combined and formed company A itself. Company A itself. Only A will be there, then in that case B will not be there. These are the three terms. One is amalgamation, another one is merger, third one is absorption. Another three terms in understanding this is ownership. On the basis of ownership, we will say that this company belongs to this person. But in those cases, those companies also consisted with another people's stakeholding, another people's shareholding, right? So how this ownership will be defined means basing on the percentage of holding by that persons. Based on percentage of holding by that persons. What was that? Let us see. Based on the percentage of holding, companies' ownerships are divided into three types. What are those? First one, holding and subsidiary relationship. Holding and subsidiary relationship. Second one is joint venture relationship or joint stock relationship. Joint venture or joint stock companies. And last type is investor and associate relationship. Investor and associate relationship. What is the meaning of these relationships based on the percentage? Okay, let us see. If you take a company, if this complete percentage is 100%, here two companies are there, A company, B company. A company, B company. Now, A company is holding more than 51%. A company is holding more than 51% in B company. Means A company is purchased shares of more than 51% in the B company. So, this A company called as holding company. This A company is called as holding company and this B company is called as subsidiary company. This B company is called as subsidiary company. This is what holding subsidiary relationship. When a company is holding more than 51% of share in another company, then the holding company A is said to be holding company and the other company in which A holded is called subsidiary company. Next, coming to joint stock ownership. Joint itself, it is saying equal. So here the both companies A and company B will hold equal percentages. Will hold equal percentages, means 50-50. This is what joint stock or joint venture relationship. Okay. Next type, investor and associate relationship. Here means here also two companies is there, A and B. A company is holding more than 80%, in B company and B company is having less than 20%. B company is having less than 20%. So this A company is said to be investor company and B company is said to be associate company. So these are the terms which are useful in understanding not only the basics but also the all concepts of competitive examinations and as well as in your academics also. Okay. So let us see how these concepts will be helpful in understanding our SBI thing. Let's see. So let's start with SBI history. SBI history was started from Presidency Banks of India. SBI history started from Presidency Banks of India. There are three presidency banks. There are three presidency banks existed. There are three presidency banks existed in India before independence, that means before 1947. What are those presidency banks? First one is Presidency Bank of Bengal. Presidency Bank of Bengal. This Presidency Bank of Bengal was established in the year 1806. Actually, the prior name of Presidency Bank of Bengal is Presidency Bank of Calcutta. Presidency Bank of Calcutta, formed in the year 1803 and it was renamed as Presidency Bank of Bengal in the year 1806. Okay. Second bank is Presidency Bank of Bombay. Presidency Bank of Bombay. This Presidency Bank of Bombay was established in the year 1840. This Presidency Bank of Bombay was established in the year 1840. And third one is Presidency Bank of Madras. Presidency Bank of Madras. This Presidency Bank of Madras was established in the year 1843. 1843. These are the three presidency banks which are acting effectively in its operations in those respective areas in India. So, government thought to merge these three banks. Government thought to merge these three banks. So, this three banks merger was taken place in the year 1921, dated on January 27th, and it is named as Imperial Bank of India. It is named as Imperial Bank of India. So, these presidency banks was merged in the year 1921, January 27th. Date is also important, guys. They will ask that when Imperial Bank of India got established. The date is 1921, January 27th. Okay. So, the name is renamed as Imperial Bank of India. So, if you correlate now, it is what? Amalgamation. For example, if it is company A, company B, company C, a new company called company G, means another new name was came into existence. Presidency Bank of Bengal, Bombay, Madras combined as Imperial Bank of India. Now understood? Okay. So this Imperial Bank of India, after establishment of Imperial Bank of India, what happened means in the year 1952, one committee formed by Government of India. The committee name is A.D. Gorwala Committee. A.D. Gorwala Committee. This committee recommended to Government of India to rename Imperial Bank of India to State Bank of India. To rename Imperial Bank of India to State Bank of India. So, this rename was taken place in the year 1955. So, as per our questions, what they will ask means when SBI got established, the year is 1955. So, State Bank of India was established in 1955. Or else, we can also say that A.D. Gorwala Committee renamed Imperial Bank of India to State Bank of India in the year 1955. State Bank of India formed in the year 1955, and in the same year itself, means 8th May 1955 itself, SBI Act came into enforcement. SBI Act came into enforcement. Then we will come with another question. What was that? When SBI got nationalized? When SBI got nationalized? SBI got nationalized in the year 1956. So, nationalization of SBI taken place in the year 1956. After nationalization, SBI formed with another act which is called as State Bank of Associates Act. What was that? State Bank of Associates Act 1959. What was that? In the year 1959, State Bank of Associates Act came into existence, and 8 associates of SBI was formed. How many? 8 associates of SBI was formed. Okay. So, how to remember these 8 associates? I will give you a trick. See here. Prakash and Mohan visited SBI, later they went to hotel, ordered tea and jamun. Okay, let's see here. What are the associates? P for State Bank of Patiala. State Bank of Patiala. Mohan, M for Mysore. M for Mysore. Okay, next SBI. S for Saurashtra. B for Bikaner. I for Indore. Saurashtra, Bikaner and Indore. H for Hyderabad. State Bank of Hyderabad. T for State Bank of Travancore. Travancore. And J for State Bank of Jaipur. State Bank of Jaipur. Okay, these are the 8 associates of SBI. These are the 8 associates of SBI. What are those? State Bank of Patiala, State Bank of Mysore, State Bank of Saurashtra, State Bank of Bikaner, State Bank of Indore, State Bank of Travancore, State Bank of Jaipur and State Bank of Hyderabad. Okay, all these associates one by one merged to SBI Bank by the year 2017. All these associates merged back to SBI by the year 2017. Okay, not only these associates, by the year 2017, another bank is also got merged into SBI. What was that bank name? Is Bharatiya Mahila Bank. Bharatiya Mahila Bank. What was this bank? When was it established? The establishment of Bharatiya Mahila Bank was taken place in the year 2013 on the basis of women entrepreneurship and women development. Okay, so this bank is completely for the purpose of women welfare. Okay, so what is the specialty of this bank? Means this bank will accept deposits from both male and female, but it will provide loans only to female people. It will provide loans only to female people. And this bank also issued pink labeled ATM. This bank also issued pink labeled ATM. It was established in the year 2013 and it was got remerged into SBI in the year 2017 with the associates. Now, at the starting of the class, I discussed regarding associates and investor relationship. Now you understood SBI associate means what? More than 80% holding in that associates will be by State Bank of India itself. Now got clear? Next, another thing I also explained regarding absorption, right? Absorption, merger and all. So here we can understand by another thing, merger. Why? Because State Bank of Bikaner and State Bank of Jaipur got merged, okay, and named as State Bank of Bikaner and Jaipur. If you take these terms as B, J, they merged and renamed as B and J. B and J. That is what. If you understand basics of each and every concept so that you can apply it in the concept. You don't forget all these concepts when you know basics well. That is the reason why I am explaining basics in the classes. Okay. So this is what the history of SBI. Let us recap it fast. Okay. So SBI was formed by the Presidency Banks of India. Okay. Presidency Banks of India. There are 3 Presidency Banks. First one is State Bank of Bengal. It was established in the year 1806. Prior, the name of State Bank of Bengal is State Bank of Calcutta, established in 1806. It renamed as State Bank of Bengal in Presidency Bank of Bengal in the year 1806. Next Presidency Bank is Presidency Bank of Bombay, established in the year 1840. Next one, Presidency Bank of Madras, established in the year 1843. These three presidency banks renamed as Imperial Bank of India in the year 1921 January 27. 1921 January 27. By the recommendation of A.D. Gorwala Committee. So here comes another question. When was Gorwala Committee formed? 1952. When was Gorwala Committee formed? 1952. So that Gorwala Committee recommended that the rename of Imperial Bank of India to State Bank of India. So State Bank of India got established in the year 1955 and State Bank of India Act came in the year 8th May 1955. Nationalization of State Bank of India taken place in the year 1956. And next, State Bank of India's Associates Act formed in the year 1959. How many associates are there? 8 associates are there. What are those? State Bank of Patiala, State Bank of Mysore, State Bank of Saurashtra, Bikaner, Indore, Hyderabad, Jaipur and Travancore. All these State Bank of India's associates got remerged into SBI by the year 2017. And not only these associates, one other bank also got merged. What was that? Bharatiya Mahila Bank. It was established in the year 2013. 2013. Okay. So what is the specialty of Bharatiya Mahila Bank? Accept deposits from both male and female, but provide loans only to female people, and also issued what? Pink label ATM for the purpose of women. Okay. This is what today's class is regarding. I hope you understood the class. Please do like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you have any doubts, please drop me a comment. And if you need any topics for further clarification or if you need current affairs as well, then comment me. Okay. And don't forget to click the bell icon. Thanks for watching.